What's going on, guys? In yesterday's video we talked about the maintenance issues on the STI and how we're just a little bit closer to finishing them all up. So today we're going to be doing the AC idler pulley, which should be a fairly easy replacement, nothing too hard, and hopefully I can show you guys how to do it yourselves. So I got everything set up already. We got the sockets over here, ratchet, and then I also have some wrenches back there just in case we need them. So first thing you want to do is take off this cover right here. Just a 10mm socket. Right, got that one out. Got that out. So taking that cover off will just give you enough room to stick your hand down here and get the bolts from down there. Next up, you want to get a wrench, 12mm, and then just reach down in here and just loosen this bottom bolt right here. You don't want to take it off completely. Just get it nice and loose. Once you got that bottom bolt loosened up quite a bit, you're going to take your extension, 12mm, and then just loosen this top bolt right here. And this will release the tension in the belt. Now that we loosened up this bolt right here, we're going to take that 12 again and just loosen these top bolts right here, these two. So there's one up top and one on the bottom. So now that I got the pulley off with the bracket, I noticed that this piece is broken, so I'm gonna have to get this replaced. And now that I get a closer look, I think I don't need to replace this. I think I just need this little back piece that holds this together. So I'm gonna head over to O'Reilly's real quick and just try and pick up this little piece here. So as you can see, that's where it broke off. And like I said, this attaches to this piece right here where it's broken, and this is what tensions the belt. So hopefully they just have this little piece, because that's all I need, and then we can finish it up. So I just got back and I got the piece that I needed, so we can go ahead and finish the install. So guys, now that I got that new piece on there, you want to take your pulley, your new pulley, and this O'Reilly's, I don't know what they call this, like a holder, but this O'Reilly's one came with this new one that's supposed to go behind the pulley. So I'm not going to use this one because it has a lot of play in there, and when I put the OEM one, it's a lot tighter. So I'm just going to use the OEM one. I should have bought a new OEM one anyway, but this will do for now. So there's no play in there. And then with this cheap O'Reilly's one, you can hear the play in there. So now what you want to do is just line this all up, make sure this is straight up and down, and then just slip that in there through there, and then you get your bolt or your nut, and you just want to tighten this, not too hard, because this will be tightened last, but you just want to make sure the pulley's on there. So now what you want to do is the same exact thing. The way you take it off, you just want to put it back on there. So we're gonna line it up, make sure it's lined up with the belt, make sure it's not off or anything. So just line it up and then get your two 12mm bolts and then stick them in right here. So now here you want to just get your ratchet and tighten these top two bolts up. You just kind of want them a little snug, not too tight. You don't want to go overboard, but just make sure they're on there tight. You want to take your ratchet with the extension, still a 12mm, and then you want to tighten this top bolt up here. So this top bolt is going to determine the tension of your belt. So I don't know exactly how much I'm supposed to torque it down, but I'm just going to go off what this belt feels like right here. Maybe a little tighter, because it will expand once you start the car. So So that feels just about right, not too tight, not too loose. And one thing I did forget to mention is you want to make sure that your belt is nice and aligned, because you don't want to run into issues if you start it and the belt is off. So last but not least, you want to go back down to this bottom bolt right here with your wrench and then just tighten that up. So yeah, just tighten that nice and snug. Now everything should be good. And now lastly, you just want to take your cover back and slip this back on. So she sounds great. I don't hear the noise that it was making anymore, so that's a good thing. So that's replaced. Next up is the valve cover gaskets, which I think is going to be a little more difficult, but we'll get that done as well. And hopefully this video explained well enough on how to do this on your own. But anyways guys, we'll catch you in the next video.
That's it, Brian?